Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. Today is February 2nd, and I'm recording my podcast. From last 2 or 3 days, I was unable to record any of the podcasts because I was busy in some other sort of work. But today I decided why I'm not uploading a podcast. So, as every time whenever I start my new podcast, I tell about myself, what is my progress, how it is going, and what are the things that I'm doing to improve my communication skills. So the last time when I concluded my podcast, it was the 31st podcast, and after that there was weekends, so I didn't get much time to invest on my communication skills. Also, though I know that it is not good that if I'm breaking the rules or the consistency that I have developed for myself, but still, sometimes what happens that no matter how much you will try, the things are not going to incline in a way that you wanted to do. And here is one more cab. I'm not sure like whose cab is this, but I'm pretty much sure not this cab is not mine because my cab is showing a time of. I think it's a cab of some other company, not my company. Yeah. Now I'm confirmed that this is not mine. All right. So I was telling that no matter how much you will try, sometimes things will not go in your way that you wanted to drive in it. But still, it doesn't mean that you will stop practicing or stop doing the things that is you desired for. Considering this is a new time or heavily competitive area, if you miss a single day, there is someone who is working in a silent mode and wanted to get ahead of you, and you have to put your 200% effort to get back that consistency that earlier you had. Now it's up to you how you are going to cover up this gap that is created by you only. I think the gap is not difficult, but the way you think, the way you bounce back is pretty much very important. So let's start the podcast. As I already told about my journey of last 2 days or the things that I have done, nothing created a value, but it gave me some different sort of experience that are also good or valuable, but not every lessons are that much good. So let's start the today's podcast. Right now I don't have any topic, so let's see like what I have observed in last 2 days. Based on that, I'm going to create a podcast and create a recording. So let me start. From last 2 or 3 days, I was watching news where there are a couple of things that are happening around the world. Out of which I'm talking about one thing that is very common, that is the gold prices and the silver prices. In India, the gold is considered to be one of the precious metal, and the prices of gold are skyrocketing back in the month. People are buying gold just they wanted to take it as an investment method. They wanted to keep gold because in future, let's suppose there is some uncertainty or financial issue, they can use that gold, sell it out, and get some money. The one thing is for the investment purpose. The second is they wanted it for uh, to make a jewelry. That is another case. And in India, the wearing jewelry is another a big event. People try to flaunt their jewelry. They wanted to show themselves that they are also in a top class if they have a variety or designer jewelry. These are the two things that are generally people used to buy gold for, but the cases are started increasing of the gold buyers, and due to which the gold prices are skyrocketed in last couple of months. So it is very hard to maintain the prices, and those who have the gold are now being very happy because they were they, they were enjoy the luxury of the gold being priced very high. But in last 2 or 3 days in the month of February or at the end of the January, suddenly what happened that the gold prices got crashed in the international market. Also, the same impact has seen in the Indian market. The gold prices fell down drastically by 20%. That I have seen on news. Still not sure that the 20% fall in prices still exist, but I have seen till yesterday's news. Yeah, there was a short in the gold prices, and why this happened? Because a lot of things are going in the international economy, where there are Trump and the other leaders who wanted to change certain things. As everyone know now that America is a dead economy, and who- which is carrying almost 33 trillion of debt. Now, earlier the trade and all the investment happens in gold, but what suddenly started shifting is that America started to promoting or endorsing the Bitcoin. This is again a digital currency, and anybody don't know that what is the and where is the epicenter of this entire Bitcoin system. But it is heavily endorsed by America, and specifically the Donald Trump and the other leaders that wanted to uh, put the most of the investment instead of gold into the Bitcoin, and the dollar is being valued in terms of Bitcoin. So there are a lot of financial terminologies, things that are being there, but the problem here is that will it is going to beneficial or how it is going to impact the entire country or entire world economy. So I think from my perspective, what the limited knowledge I have, then it's a very then again it's a very difficult thing. So now let's see how the things going to place, and finally this de-dollarization. Apart from that, there are another cases that is running on the world. That is Epstein file. That is another convicted criminal whose the big files, the big data has been publicly available, and due to which several leaders are being accused to be a part of that scandal or the criminal activity. I think this is also somehow impacted somehow impacted the cases. So the now the problem here is that the valuation, the valuation, the de-dollarization, it's going to give a huge dent. It's going to give a huge dent and create a very big blunder. Well, in India, the gold is still being treated as a precious metal, and as the price is getting lower, more and more people are buying gold, and it's the right opportunity for them to store as much as can. But at the same time, it also holds uncertainty that whether the gold prices are going to jump in future, and if it is not, or if anything gets changed, then whatever they have invested is totally going to our vain. So they are not going to benefited from the investment that they are doing for the future, because gold is still, even if it is prices got lower, but it is still a expensive material, a very expensive metal. Having said that, I'm closing my podcast.